Hello, 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 hello. The music is fuckingly loud. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know. I deleted my audio mixing software and stuff, and I don't know why it's fucked. Yeah, go ahead, Blue Guy. You've been gone for so long. I haven't seen you, so it's good to see you back. I've been getting shit on lately. Justical banned me and then just shit on me on his stream. The amount of proportionality from those that he permabanned me as well. He just randomly permabanned me today, right before Paragon apparently messaged him and was like, "I want Crispy to be my lawyer for the Paragon drama," which I was not expecting that to happen. But yeah, Justical was full of shit. He lied about my DMs to him. Well, I don't know if he lied about the DMs. In the DMs that he sent me, he was like lying to me about his own intentions. It's obvious he doesn't actually care about the things that he says he cares about. Yeah, the "I am a Paladin" tweet. That's fucking hilarious, dude. To be fair, it is like unhinged, but like I had to deal with Krieger and Brat and Peach and other people at the time. I might not leak all my Discord stuff, to be honest. Yeah, DM it to me. I mean, you can type it here if you want, but also you can DM it to me. So just cool, and he seemed mad. I'm unfamiliar with the drama. Yeah, when he blocked me, Krieger was telling like Justicle's head mod was fucking telling me like that I had to get on and like leak all this shit. And I said to Justicle, I was like, "Do you know what I'm about to talk about? I feel like you should know. Like your mods are bringing it to me." Turns out Krieger had not let Justicle know. He hadn't dug any deeper. He was just using it to try to get pussy. And then I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know why, but then he was just like, "Get Crispy to do it." And then I got banned for it. And then Justical was like sort of doubling down for Krieger by being like, "Crispy's just like unhinged. I don't know why he's like doing that shit. He never asked me why I was doing that shit." And his defense to me was like, "Oh, I just don't want like unsubstantiated rumors about Destiny to get leaked," which is like a lie because he knows the substantiated parts of all these rumors, right? And the stuff about Destiny is completely substantiated, and no one's saying that Destiny's done anything wrong. So it's a fucking mindfuck. Yeah, the dick pic thing. Yeah, I guess he's nervous because his favorite chatters are like the ones getting attacked and stuff. Other people are looking into it, but it's fucking disgusting that he would just like come across like I'm the one who like is making the problem out of this. He's literally just like scapegoating me so hard. To be fair, Baby Brat is totally fucking shit up as well. Baby Brat is like too retarded not to like leak this shit constantly. Here's her server. Baby Brat is like just in there leaking to Resurged and Pyro, and Resurged is just such a fucking idiot. What the fuck is this leaked DM? Engage with it now. This is just me DMing someone my point of view of how bad faith and out of touch Brat is. I probably shouldn't engage. There's way to deal with people like this. Yeah. Schizo posting. Yeah, the only schizo part about this is that I try. Is that I try to help you, but you are hopeless. Yeah, Baby Brat is literally like all of the things that Justical and that says I am. So, but yeah, I was in a call with like Baby Brat and was just like, so Baby Brat reckons that Peach is like being blackmailed and all this shit, right? So I'm like, is there any evidence of the blackmail? And she's like, yeah, Peach tells us that the blackmail is happening. And I'm like, okay, is what Baby Peach says valid and lucid? Which is not. Baby Peach is not very lucid. She's losing her mind. She's also she is also saying she's also saying whether for whatever reason she's like, no, the blackmail is not happening. So on one hand, sometimes she says it is. On the other hand, sometimes she says it isn't. It's very obvious that the reason that she's like saying it isn't is because as soon as she tells Baby Brat everything, Baby Brat will accidentally leak that shit to people, and then she will not retract her accidental leaking, and then continue to defend herself for doing something that she didn't even mean to do in the first place, which is incredibly rude, incredibly selfish. And then it just makes Peach like re-engage even more with Brat, which is like super fucking annoying. And then in here, I'm like stating some shit like when I was trying to like help Brat like a week ago. I'm like trying to help Brat like get her head around what's going on. Brat fully disassociates like from reality. It's not like she's slightly distracted or something. It was like someone entering a state of delusion, and you're like talking to them, and then they talk back to you as if they heard what you said, but then what they say is just like a total jumble of like other shit, and it's like, fuck, you're actually like totally tapped out of reality right now. So it went from me just thinking that she was like kind of confused about what was going on to then realizing like, oh no, for the past 20 minutes of me talking to her, she wasn't confused. She was like slipping into like a whole different storyline and plot line, and she has like created all of these reasons about why this is like that and blah blah blah, but they're all looping, paradoxical, contradictory statements that she will just like endlessly go on and on about. It's fucking brutal. But yeah, like here, I was trying to coach her on how to deal with stuff with Krieger, and instead of reading the messages that I had sent her, she just leaked them and then added a blurb saying, hey, this is what Crispy Lettuce thinks, and then he told me to leak this, and I'm just going to leak it anyway, so it's all out there. And I'm in the VC with her, and I'm like, no, why would you leak that? That has all of the secret memes about Peach. We're in here talking about Krieger, and for some reason, you didn't read what I sent you, you didn't listen to what I told you about it, you just randomly leaked it to everyone, thinking that it would make you look better with the whole Krieger situation. But then they have to delete that because it's got all this other shit about other people in there that you shouldn't be leaking, which is going to make those people feel really bad. And then she's like, oh, well, it's okay for me to leak that because that's all true too. She has no evidence that that shit is true, and she totally doesn't care that it's going to make other people feel bad. And then the people that she's making feel bad hit her up, and they're like, yo, do not leak that shit. That is fucked up. And she's like, no, of course I'm going to leak that shit. I totally am allowed to leak that shit because I'm right and you're wrong. And now that you've changed your story, you're just lying about me. But it's their story to tell. And if you cared about that person at all, you would stop doing it. So it gets to the point where that person is like, fuck, how the fuck am I going to get her to stop doing what she's doing? And there is no stopping her. She just wants to like push and push and push until this person's life is completely ruined, which basically justifies any sort of attack that these people have against her. If she's like going to ruin their life out of her own stupid vanity, they have the right to try to like fucking defend their life, which is really fucking sad that it's so easy to like destroy their life, but it's also really fucking sad that it's so hard for Peach to like care. I mean, for Brat to care. She didn't even know what she was leaking. She didn't bother reading anything. She just fucking did it. I know now, but I'm just getting shit on by a whole bunch of people. Fuck me. Hold on. Let's take this down. Sorry. Brought it up. Yeah, it was a mindfuck. But yeah. Um, so Splue Guy was in New York Times Square with his partner, and they saw um, a K-pop thing going on, but the K-pop was the music and the tone of it was like very serious, but the quality of the performance was very cringe. So Splue Guy pulled out his phone to like look down and like not pay attention to it because he didn't want to like look at the performance like oh and uh and then the chatters would I mean not the chatters, the performers would obviously feel like discouraged by his reaction to it. But his partner was upset because he wanted to like share the moment with them, which is a little bit silly because it wasn't a great moment anyway because the performance wasn't that great. But I get the feeling that your partner is probably stressed out from like moving and stuff. A lot of times people have like a very moving houses can often feel like losing something that you're really close to, you know. That's why people always talk about like the stress of traveling, but they never know like what is the stress of traveling. It's a cognitive stress. It's just like an overwhelming cultural adaptation or like sensory adaptation to all the things that you've become to like expect every day are now different. We're on a paid visit to his university. Yeah, I guess that maybe then it's like not so much about the moving. It's just about his like expectations of things. I mean, obviously he's taking that shit for granted, which can be super hard to like overcome. It's often not until like a long time after things are gone that people realize they were taking it for granted. He liked it a lot, the cringy K-pop thing. Yeah, there's probably something to see, like, even like an amateur group trying so hard. It can be like very appealing to some people because you can see like the passion behind it, even though they didn't have the actual like discipline to make it good. Which, yeah, it is subjective. I mean, it's not like you're like talking over it or interrupting it. I definitely think a lot of people don't have like the respectful performance that they should. But it doesn't mean that you have to like sit and watch and cheer and be like, oh, this is so amazing. Which can often seem condescending if you do it too much. But yeah, that just is what it is. I really wish we had some, I don't know, questions. I would love to have a platform where I could meet Justical and Wolfgang talking shit about me with like a similar level of reciprocation, because it feels very unproportionate how much they talk about me and their treatment of me, like banning me and like constantly saying all this shit about me, when I just have no way to like respond to this. And I'm not even under any obligation to have to explain myself to them, except they're just putting me in like a really fucking weird position, where he's like really rude to me when I come on stream. He's really rude to me in my DMs. He doesn't want to like talk about it. He just wants to talk at me about these things. It's the same with Wolfgang. He never wanted to like explain why he doesn't like me or whatever. He didn't want to talk about like the Emir thing. He just wanted to talk at me and be like, I don't like you because of the Emir thing. And I was like, can I come on your stream and talk to you about it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I talked to him about it, and he was just like, yeah, whatever. I just don't like you about it. It's like, sure, I can't change that, but you could at least engage with me like on the level that I'm with. And instead of engaging with me with it, he just continues to never bring up the reasons I did what I did with Emir, continue to say he doesn't like me because of it, and then continue to engage in fucking a fake reputation of me. Not even just engaging with it, but like propagating it forward. It's pretty shitty, to be honest. I'm tired. I'm very, very tired of living here. I feel like the people closest to me have let me down. I'm not well, implosion. I'm kind of fucked. Everyone feels very expendable for drama or content on that channel. That's the vibe I get. Yep, that's the way the channel was made, right? Kelly is not well loved, especially at first, but she would bring like 300 viewers, so she became a co-owner of the channel just literally because of her intrinsic monetary value. Justical said to me, hey Crisp, you only bring like 30 viewers, whereas Kelly brings 300. That's why we pick her over you. And then RTBA just messaged him and was like, yo, get this fucking guy out of here. so my value was like immediately just like not worth that. And then just from that point on, I've sort of just been like used as a scapegoat for things, and probably I guess because they knew that they were using me as a scapegoat, they just simultaneously sort of like trashed my name. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't bother me that much compared to the things of the rest of my life. My family has been real fucking shitty. Part of the problem with me talking about, like, I want to talk about the things that really bother me, but looking at like Wolfgang and Justical, I don't want them to like talk about my shit at all. But they have like used me. That you might be like, oh, like, how can they use you? They can't even get anything out of you. It doesn't matter. They just like set me up and fuck me over, right? I've been framed. I've been mistreated. I think one of the best examples of this is you look at all of the things Justical said about me tonight on stream. At no point did he mention, oh, I actually just permabanned that guy. Because why? Why did he just permaban me? Where did that come from? It probably, maybe, I don't know if he permabanned me before or after Paragon randomly asked him if I could be the lawyer. I feel like it might have been after. It was very close. Paragon randomly messaged me and was like, yo, like, well, it didn't randomly message me. It was kind of random. I messaged Paragon a few days ago, just to talk to him about the Blondie stuff. Because I was like, it seems really obvious, like, there's like, you need to like take accountability here, but then like also like, who are you making this content for? And I guess he liked what I had to say enough that he like wanted me to be his lawyer, because he wants to really point to the fact that Blondie is like a fucking loser, right? And that's not like very hard to do from my point of view, and it'll be a lot easier to do if Paragon can if Paragon's there like firsthand to like take accountability for how fucked up he's been. It'll make it a lot easier to be like, yeah, I was fucked up and I shouldn't have done it. And then here's Blondie, who's just as fucked up, or even maybe more fucked up, or maybe a little bit less fucked up, but she doesn't want to take any accountability for it. And then that's the kind of person that you're putting your guns with, or whatever, giving your guns to. This is what's the analogy that I'm trying to think of? I don't even know. But yeah, it was a little bit silly. There are some silly boys. What are you doing, Justical? He knows what he's doing. He's making a whole bunch of money at the cost of like integrity and people around him. It's kind of gross. Yeah, and it feels fucking bad because like I suddenly feel like I can't talk about the real shit going on in my life because Justical's just going to use it as like some sort of buoy to like float on while he fucking does fucked up shit to me, right? What an actual dickhead. Yeah, you know I'll go hit you guys up if I need to talk. Talking about these things doesn't exactly make it better. I just think that sometimes I just want people to know, you know. I sit here quietly stewing with this shit in my head, and I wish I could just like bring back all those weeks or months of me thinking these things into this one moment so I could articulate them clearly. But it's hard. It just feels very weird to be like, yo, it's crazy that like my family has all of the means to better themselves and better their lives, and they don't. And yet at the same time, they expect me to like deal with all of my shit that they put on me that I don't have the means to fix. It seems very fucking cowardly of them to do that. In a similar way, it feels very fucking cowardly for Justical to, uh, well, I don't even know if it's cowardly what he's doing. I think he just likes it. Like he wants to have this level of degeneracy so that he can, because the degenerates are funny, right? So he can just like milk the degenerates for like funny shit, and there might be some more nefarious thing underneath it all, where it's like better to have these degenerates because on some level you can relate to them. So if you're like purposefully relating to like bad people or acknowledging the badness within yourself but unwilling to change it, then that is a dire situation. I've been having nightmares about that girl again as well. It's like she's just. I just have these dreams where she's like right there, and I just can't get through to her, and I just can't quite reach her. You know, it's fucked. Can those angry arguments ruin a relationship? Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's probably different for men and women, but I feel like it kind of shouldn't be as well. As a man, it can just be harder to like accept the fact that like no one should treat you that way. Whereas as a woman, you sort of just have like a fucking expectation wedged up your ass your entire life, right? Um, you just got to think about like later on when you're like at home with them, or like I don't know, like those fucked up relationships can like take away like the magic of the moments, and then if you can't have any magical moments out of your life, then like what's the point? It's a similar thing like on the other end of the spectrum, like some people they're like so shallow that they need like money and fame and wealth, and then the magic kicks in once they get like all that shit, but then that shit just like wears off, right? But some people want to have that, you know, like deep loving connection with people, and obviously that's the kind of thing that can last for an entire lifetime, but also it can be taken away if you realize that there's like a part of that person that you'll never be able to connect to, which it's often like rage. Yeah, I hear that shit a wee bit. If you ended up with like a list that like showed you all of the times this happened and then compared it to another list of like abusive relationships, it might help change your mind. This vacay isn't romantic at all, LMAO, not for me at least. Sag. Yeah, I wish I had the ability to like take someone on like romantic dates and really show them they're loved, and I can't do it. It's crazy when I hear about people who could do it and they don't. I miss her so much, dude. You know, the fucked up part about missing that girl is that, like, even if she comes back and talks to me, it's not gonna help, like, fix me. But it just doesn't change the fact that I'm lonely and I miss her. And part of me had, like, an expectation that we would be, you know, in love. I also had the expectation that this would like break my heart and ruin me, but I wanted to risk it. So that's also the fucked up part. Is like sort of knowing you can never be with someone, but like risking it all. Your sanity, your madness. Oh, it's the laughing heart. What the fuck?
Submission. Beyond the watch. There are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Beyond the watch, the gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. He can't beat death, but he can beat death in life, sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous. The gods wait to delight in you. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds. And it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There is no other feeling like that. You will be alone with the gods, and the nights will flame with fire. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All the way. All the way. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is.
My life is basically over. I don't have career prospects. I tried so hard to get those things, to like succeed, that I gave up my chances with like friends. I wasn't born into a family who helped me like relate to them or anything else. They were cruel, unusual, selfish, cowards. But of course they don't think that, so they will intentionally create a way to be like, but I did the things that I was told would be the best way to handle things. Didn't I beat you enough? Didn't I force you to work hard enough as a kid? Because that'll give you the drive to work more as an adult, right? I didn't spoil you. Yeah, no, you just didn't give me the fucking... You didn't acknowledge my life at all. You just ignored my life and tried to like forcefully mold me into this fucked up way that you are, ignoring the very real problems that I would face throughout my life, constantly bludgeoning me. And maybe they're just afraid because they also share my problems, and if they were to acknowledge them in me, they'd have to acknowledge them in themselves. But the fact that I want to acknowledge them and then have to have that shit repressed and crushed and beaten down to the point where I can't bear it, where I try and escape, I think that's partly what ruined all of my other relationships. As much as I wanted to be there for the people around me, I was so desperate to escape from my shitty ass family that it just did not help. What else do I want to talk about before I end my stream? Got sad breakup music posted. Bro, breaking up with people was always so hard for me. Let's play the Baby Brat video of me yelling at Baby Brat just now. I sent it to Paragon. He said it was very cathartic to watch for him. Sorry, you can hear Justicle's video playing in the background of it as well.
And that's not my fucking responsibility, so I made a server to defend my fucking... side. It's gonna stay where it is. I'm not removing it until
Wait,
she
let me just
stops
get my
trying to
head.
scapegoat
Let
me.
me get my head around what you just said. She wants to
Yeah, Heal if I know. The funny
legally
thing, when she says
blast
that, that's
you
insane
with a bunch of
because
shit because
realistically,
she
like,
says that Jacob
the way
is
they
still
changed that law
blackmailing
actually still
her.
supports all of her narratives.
And
No, she
what?
wants to say that
Let's just be
Jacob's
clear.
not.
Let's just be clear. Is it Jacob Cock?
Shut up! She wants to say that Jacob is not blackmailing her and that I started the blackmail rumor and that she never told me that she was being blackmailed or you or Paragon. She's saying that I was the first person to say that and she's going to take me to court over it and I'm not going to be her legal scapegoat because I damn well did not say that first.
Candace
Right.
has stopped being entertaining.
Well, she's not
anyway.
taking anyone to court over any of
But-
this because Destiny will like roast her about
Destiny
that.
lost weight.
She DM'd me about
Yeah. Hold on, let me get my head around this. Yeah, Peach is just telling Baby Brat to shut the fuck up about everything, and she just won't shut the fuck up about it, right? That's why she's saying, I didn't tell you anything. What you need to tell people is that we haven't talked about this, and that no, I haven't talked to anyone about this, no one's talked about this, and Brat just won't do it. For no reason at all, Brat just won't do it. Brat doesn't care about the way Peach feels or anything.
it and then she yelled at me. She said, I'm going to call your local police. I said, that's okay. If the cops get involved, I will tell them what happened because you got me involved. Then she aggressively cussed me out for an entire wall of paragraph in all
so
text.
police
for over 3
police
hours.
are also going to look at this and be like, I don't care. Police aren't like lawyers who are going to like
This is
nitpick
just
and find all the
boring.
right stuff and blah blah blah.
Hold on,
Police are
I'm gonna
literally
see if I
just
can-
going to be like,
She
wow,
had
this is just
people-
like not my job to
She
deal
had
with.
people
There's other stuff
DM me
too, which-
saying, watch your back, the cops are coming for you. At the
Yeah,
same
so
day,
you need to get your head around the fact that she is mentally unwell.
Apparently she does.
So the fact that you are
Oh, here she is. She's
aggravating
here for
a
after
human
hours,
being's
too.
mental
Based.
unwellness is kind of fucked.
She did the
and
whole-
then
Fight him?
you're also doing it
No,
to like
she did the whole
prove
panel, though.
that like someone can't
what
talk
they-
shit about you, which is
sometimes
like
they
kind of
wouldn't fight
immature,
him if they knew
and you're doing it at the weight of
someone
Destiny's
wanted
career,
contention with, but I
which
guess
is like
they,
really
he's still
fucked.
my friend, and we're not. He is not mad at me. There's nothing
He
that's making
literally
anybody mad at me.
hasn't talked to you for like 2 weeks throughout this whole thing.
I said something. I haven't been answering DMs in like 2 fucking weeks. But regardless, that he's been on Do Not Disturb because of the whole situation with Nico Sam leaking the audio. I talked to him about that.
So
What
you
I'm
feel like you
talking
should just
about
shit on
now-
your friend's career?
Like, out of state tuition is 30K. He's like, no, it's not.
You think if
I'm not
Destiny will
saying
just
my
let you
career.
get away with it, you should just do shitty things to him?
Oh, well, that's just out of state.
If he decides to unfriend me, then he decides to unfriend me. I'm standing my ground on the fact she's trying to legally take me to court as her scapegoat, and I'm not taking a felony for
She's
Jacob
not going to take you to
Inamumu.
court as her scapegoat.
to hear this,
She's mentally unwell.
And he needs
She
to
is
ask, he needs to
broken
tweet out
in the
Candace
brain,
Owens,
dude.
Byron Gaines.
There are
She
people that are
is
talking about
not
her getting
able to
lawyers.
understand reality
Let's fucking
as far as it's going. And if you
About
keep pushing
literally
her into
anything.
that, she
It's
is
like,
just going to
well,
become
that-
more mentally
listen,
unwell and
you wanna-
more
you wanna
insane
act like I
for what
wasn't-
will
Can I ask you a
probably
question?
be
Talking about?
years.
Well,
She
Can I ask you a
will
question?
stick on this for
Moderate.
years,
Can I ask you a
dude,
question?
because her brain will never heal. You need to give her
Yeah,
space, let her
Hey,
brain heal.
hey.
I cannot believe
Hey.
that you have stuck
Either one
on
of
this
those?
fucking disassociated
Okay.
view of reality for weeks now.
And let Myron moderate it because I get
If she definitely and clearly is too mentally incapable to know if she's taking me to court or not, then Destiny shouldn't be having sex with an adult that can't consent. Because
Why
it's the
would
same
you
as saying
just
she
flip
can't
this
consent.
to be like, oh, well, if Destiny does this, then I get to do this? No, dude, this is just about what you're doing. You're just doing something
No, I'm just
very
saying that
stupid,
if he
very
slept
fucked
with a
up.
girl that mentally incapacitated, we have a bigger problem than me preventing myself being scapegoated in the court of law. But okay.
You're
And
not
there's
going to
proof
get
that she's-
scapegoated in the court of law. Everyone else is trying to deal with her mental illness, and you are just making it worse.
That's relevant. Obviously, I don't think Destiny.
They already told me.
If
in
you
multiple
weren't doing
messages
this,
they're calling
she
the
wouldn't
police.
have told you these ridiculous
I don't
fucking
even think
lies
it's
and
really
delusions,
your grades.
and then you wouldn't
I
feel
think
like
it's
you just have to go harder.
degree
All
that
you
you
have to
can
do is just stop.
Oh.
Just stop. Just get on board
Different
with
for
what
everyone,
Destiny,
obviously.
me, Jacob,
I don't think it's
Justical,
different for
everyone
everyone.
is
I think-
doing. Everyone is
I
doing
think for about 5%
something,
of
and
people,
you are
trade
just
school would be the
aggressively
appropriate way to
pushing
go.
against the tide.
Maybe 10%.
And you're doing it because you're doing it on the whims of a mentally unwell girl. You're like, oh, if she's doing this, then I have to do this. And it's like, okay, but
Look,
everyone else is trying to like fix what she's doing.
Again,
Everyone is trying to
if
fix what
they-
she's doing. You're just making it worse.
Look,
Actually, it could be snowing if you're
look. If they wanted to say those things to me, Destiny would have DM'd me. JSK
Why do you think I want to hear you
respect
talk
the
to me in this
message.
fucking
I
tone
wonder if
when you're just
Myron
doing
might
this
even say
bullshit,
something
dude?
here. I could see him.
All I'm saying is,
Yo,
do it
if
again,
the next words you don't say come out of your mouth in the pitch of like,
when Destiny like argues shit, he argues it from a place of logic.
maybe, and like something more conciliatory, and you just keep going on like, yeah, well, if they keep doing blah blah blah, you just sound like a fucking like teenager. You're just like a rowdy teenager, dude.
What part of I have proof she wants to go to the cops. Proof. What part of proof?
It doesn't matter what she wants. She's mentally unwell. She's a sick person that we're all trying to fix. Stop engaging with her at the cost of your friends' careers.
Autistic when it comes to debates.
I haven't DM'd her. I told you when she yelled at me, I stopped. But that doesn't mean she has people messaging me for her or whatever through, I don't know exactly how, but through other people that are coming to me in my DMs. I haven't messaged her back since she went off and spam called me.
It doesn't
but
matter.
Have been
It doesn't
DMing me.
matter. It doesn't matter. These random strangers coming
I'm
at
telling
you
you, Myron is
mean
autistic.
nothing
Myron-
compared to what everyone who you
Myron
actually
will
know and actually care about is doing.
Completely
Except,
believe
apparently,
Hold up
at the
with
cost
the
of yourself,
clarifying
you
question.
selfish
Did you
fuck.
die
You are just
instead of
looking at this
defending him?
from your
And
point of
then Volo
view.
makes bad
You want to be the
arguments that are,
victor.
like,
You want to prove
he
to
looks over
everyone
at
you're
Myron,
right.
like, defend
You want
Myron's basically
to
like,
crush a
just-
mentally unwell person, which doesn't make you look good. It just looks like you want to crush a mentally unwell person. Why don't you like come at someone who's actually fucking of like good standing or worth coming at?
For everybody. And later,
You just want to throw away like Destiny's fucking $1 million career where he's like trying to talk to politicians and trying to do all this shit.
yeah.
You would rather just leak
You guys are
some
saying I
like
have a lot of
petty
faith in
ass
Myron? I do,
scandal
'cause I've
when
watched
you
him
know
moderate debates
that
with
he's got
people
people out there
like
just like
or some
happy
people
to
he
find this
hates.
shit and happy to
And
blow
him
it up.
consistently rule
Bro,
in favor and like
it
any
is
disagreements are
fucking
coming out on the side of
retarded.
the
If she didn't say she was gonna legally get me involved,
Right, you're hitting me with that tone of voice
be
again,
here.
and I told you not to do it.
Myron than you.
You're in my server. You can leave the VC, buddy. I don't know what to tell
I
you.
remember Myron putting on
You
that
do
white
know, 'cause I
hood
told you what to tell
clown
me.
on ABBA.
I told you that this is my opinion, and that's gonna stay my opinion. It's going to stay up, and I have copies of it. And there are people involved in the situation. When she brought me in legally, she said a lot of shit. I cannot say everything to you right now here, but obviously, clearly, she is trying to get me involved in a very negative light, and I defended my fucking
It
self.
doesn't matter
You
what
would
she's
defend
trying to
yourself.
do or what
Anybody
she
would
wants.
defend themselves. If he had
She
an
hasn't
issue,
even
Destiny
brought.
would definitely
She hasn't even brought you in
listen to me.
legally. She just said she's going to bring you in
Myron's
legally
home or
because she's
whatever,
mentally
and Myron thought that
insane.
was like a burn somebody
Myron's
incident.
podcast.
Yeah, how is it not obvious that, like, she's trying to bring me in legally, says Brett. No, she's trying to get you to butt the fuck out. She just wants you to stop talking about it, and you won't. And she's like, if you don't stop talking about it, I'm just going to flip this all around on you. And Brett's like, still like, oh, I'm getting drawn in more. No. Everyone's trying to tell you to shut the fuck up.
Is his home.
Yeah, look at the way Jacob
Motherfucker.
operated with her.
Curiosity, what is she charging you with?
Motherfucker.
Invited him to the podcast.
I muted him. Motherfucker, I'm gonna tell you right now, right motherfucking now, that if anybody did that to you, you would defend yourself. Anybody would defend themselves. Destiny is my friend. He knows Peach. He knows the situation.
It's crazy because I was in the same situation as her, and I didn't just like try and defend myself. I just accepted accountability for what I had done, and it all got moved forward instead of just making the shit way worse.
I've talked to him. He wants to stay off the grid. If he wanted to protect the whole situation, he would have told her to leave me alone. He would have DM'd her. He would have talked to her. He did not do that. He did not want to do that. She has already told me she's going to contact my local police and to watch my back. I have received a mountain of fucking death threats. Do you not understand what that means for me? When she got aggressive, I stopped interacting because legally that makes her look worse than me. I'm just fucking protecting myself. I'm gonna unmute you now.
Because he knows where it's going.
Loud ass
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Like the first
Can't let me speak my own goddamn server.
with Steven
Yeah,
there.
I'll repeat everything I said
Myron is
before.
very courteous
that
and very kind.
whatever
The first
she
time
is
he
coming at
understands
you
that
with
this person
is like
knows
illegible,
Steven,
insane ramblings.
wears away.
None of it is actually legal shit. When you think
Maybe.
you have to defend
I
yourself
totally
versus these
disagree.
like
I think
great
when
threats
it
of a
comes to
real
debate,
person,
Myron's extremely
it's actually just
level-headed.
you
And
going
obviously,
against
when
the
he's
tide
entertaining
of
people,
everyone
he can be
else trying to make
extremely
things
racist
better
and crazy.
for some like incredibly petty reason. She's not.
But I think,
you're not under
think
threat.
he does a very good job.
Nothing
of
bad is
separating
happening.
those
Look
two
at the
things
way
and not letting
Jacob
them
and
interact
other
with each other.
people have like dealt with her.
And I
They
think
have
he's shown
fully
that
managed to
multiple
like
times now.
disengage with her. You have examples of the way to deal with this, and you are still just going in the opposite direction.
Can I read to you what she said? Can I
And
tell you
also,
what the fuck she said?
just because
Yeah, go
you
back now.
think that Destiny's letting you shit all over his career doesn't mean that's the way you should just be like, oh, it's fine, because he's just letting me fuck with him.
Okay, I'm gonna read you the messages because I don't want to hear you yap and not have the context. She said she was getting
I will keep telling you, it does not matter what she
Can you put it on the
messages you.
side chat so we could read it too?
Substance.
No, I don't. These are private DMs, and she's getting the cops involved. I'm just bringing
This
up.
is your VC. You can do whatever you want.
No, because the cops are getting involved. I'm getting to that point.
Oh, is it
and
confidential?
I'm just like, you're 35.
because the police, you can't post this if the cops are getting involved because it's DMs.
No.
So I said, please do not harm.
Yeah, I don't want to hear those messages. It doesn't matter what Baby Peach is saying. Everything Baby Peach is saying is just like, yo, fuck off, stop fucking with me, or I'm gonna fuck with you harder. And then Baby Brat's like, no, I have to fuck with her harder now. Unreal. Hopefully she fucking kills herself. Not to mention the fact that she's totally misrepresenting everything I'm saying. Like I said before, she will just like throw me under the bus for no reason. She will just to spitefully attack Krieger. She would leak all of Peach's stuff by accident because she's completely unaware of like what she's even leaking. She just leaks like everything randomly to try to like prove some incoherent point.
Mind they will fucking put
Just leak everything and say everything. This is part 2, I guess. I came back later. Every time she kept trying to talk to me, I would just like mute myself and leave the server.
you in a goddamn psych
To be honest, I was just giga chatting my way through this.
ward. I've experienced it.
But Baby Brat is just like a unhinged lunatic and makes no sense.
Hello.
That's crazy because
Hi,
you're
I
losing
know
your
what
mind right
happened.
now, but you're not in a psych ward. Do you think she deserves to go to a psych ward? Do you want
If
her?
they think that she's,
Do-
if they think that
okay.
she's like
no,
actually
I'm asking
losing it,
you. Do you think she deserves to?
I think she's actually being blackmailed. But you said in the hypothetical that she's going through psychosis.
I
if that
literally-
is true,
I
they
literally
will
did
put her in
not
a
put a
psych ward.
hypothetical. I asked you, is there proof that she's being blackmailed?
Yeah, and
You
I already
said
told you.
she's
and
saying
then
that
you
she's
said
being
that-
blackmailed. And then I said, do you think what she says is consistent? Do you
You said,
think
do you
you can
think
just
that she-
believe
do you
everything
think
she
she-
says?
Is it lucid? You asked if it was lucid, if she was aware and like consciously there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's indicating if she's psychotic or not. Is she?
It's not. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, Baby Brat, it is like not worth dealing with this. I am starting to think that Baby Brat's IQ is like dropping. The more she gets into this, like the further lower her IQ gets. And that's because like she can't explain why she like feels this way or anything. She can just argue with you sort of directly. Well, it's not like direct arguing really. It's like floundering. She just fucking splooges out like all this fucking masturbatory arguments all over the place to make herself like feel like she's actually winning. But the more I argue with her, the more likely I am just to like give her the opportunity to like try to make herself look better, because she already just looks like such dog shit, right? Like you just have to disengage.
She in psychosis or not was that fucking question. Do not play with me on that shit. I know what you meant.
Well,
and I told you.
wait,
if
well,
they
we can't
think
read her
that
mind,
she
right?
needs
She
to
could be
go
lucid and
to a
lying,
psych ward,
right?
They will take her to the psych ward. If the cops think she's too crazy, she'll just go to the psych ward. It's fine. That's their choice.
It doesn't.
Or the cops
that isn't the
involved,
question I'm
and
asking.
somebody will be
That's not the
arrested.
question. I'm asking where you're at on this. Do you think that she was? Do you think that she is completely all there?
My nigga,
If
I
the-
just
if the-
answered
if
your
the
question
only-
fucking twice. I answered your question twice. I'm not gonna answer it a different fucking way.
I just need you to say
God damn.
that her word that there is blackmail is enough for you to believe that there is blackmail. So you
I'm just gonna wait
think
for the
you think
cops
that
to
she is
go.
100% correct in all of the things that she says, or do you just think
Well,
that she
Tom,
is
I'm-
correct in the things that suit your narrative? Because
I'm
obviously she
going
says
to
other things that you
believe
don't like, and you choose not to
until
believe
the
those,
cops
right?
get involved. When the cops get involved, it will tell them that there were 2 phone calls within less than 5
I'm
hours
not asking
stating
about the
the
cops.
exact
I'm
same
asking about
story
what
of
you
abuse.
think.
So
The
after
reason,
that phone call,
let me
that
push,
happened with
let me push
Paragon,
past this. Let us just slip past this. The reason I'm asking what you think is because then I want to ask about your intentions. do you just want her to get better, or do you want her to get worse? Do you want her to fucking kill herself? Are you out for revenge, or are you out to help her get better?
Motherfucker, this has never been about revenge. It's been about Jacob and Amumu being arrested for being blackmailers, and hopefully that happens before they leak her video and before she harms herself. Now, can we guarantee she will or won't harm herself? No, because of how intense the situation already is.
You are conflating two different things here, though. You're saying it's about Jacob and Amumu, but then you're just saying it's about her not hurting herself. You can't prove that Jacob and Amumu have done anything.
Pete, it's about
Brett.
Jacob being blackmailers. It's about her not hurting herself. And it's not me also defending my side of the story that she dragged me into. It's about three different fucking things. Now the thing.
Okay, well look at it from this point of view. You cannot prove there is no evidence for Amumu and Jacob. If you want to get more evidence, you can go get more evidence. That would be awesome. But she's not going to give you more evidence, so you can't get it there. However, you keep engaging with her, you keep pushing into her, and you seem to be pushing her towards harming herself even more. So the thing,
I literally haven't answered her message since she yelled at me. I have not engaged with her. All I've done is reply to messages that were sent to me from other people. How do I know what they say till I open the goddamn DM? I don't fucking know what they're saying till I open the goddamn message, and I don't know that they talk to her.
That is
totally true.
That's totally true. It's totally true. You don't know. You don't know. You have no clue. All that you can tell is that you are the only person who is continually aggravating her. When she sent me aggressive messages like that, I just disengaged, right? And I'm not getting legal threats. When Jacob and Amumu got these sort of things from her, they just disengaged, and now they're not getting legal threats. When she sent you messages like that, she engaged with you, she continued to say crazier shit, her life seems more threatened, she seems more likely to kill herself, and you seem more likely to have an insane person accuse you and suggest that they're going to get police things in. But obviously we can all see that none of her police stuff would hold up, so you don't even need to be worried about her police stuff. If it ever does happen, obviously you can defend yourself pretty easily. It's not your job to decide whether or not she's crazy. However, as a moral person, you should probably be like, do I want this person to kill themselves or not? When I act this way, it seems like she's more likely to kill herself. Why do you keep acting that way? It probably seems like you just actually hate her and want her to kill herself.
Homeboy, I don't understand how you can deter or level out with what level she feels as though she's going to kill herself, because you literally just asked me how I could even tell she's in psychosis. So how do you know when she does or does not want to kill herself, less or more? Secondarily, now that you've shut the fuck up, I've already explained that I have to defend my side because she put my name in her mouth. She mentioned me. I do not care that she did what she did. I don't give a fuck. I just want to protect the situation and defend myself. I don't hate her. She's a normal girl. She went through a sex crime. I've been through a sex crime. It fucks with your head. I completely understand that. And I understand the situation. I don't have any hatred for her. I don't have enough fucks to hate her. I just said, hey, if you're going to bring me into this shit, I am defending myself where I stand. I am putting my side of the story out there where it can be easily directed to, because you know how many messages and screenshots and calls and shit that I had to answer and reply to for people wanting to know this side of the story. With it being in the tab, they can just click on my profile.
You don't think all of that attention that you're getting from her is literally the thing that makes me think that you are making her want to kill herself? You literally just asked me, how can you say that I make her want to kill herself more and that you don't? Because I'm not getting all these fucking messages of her freaking out and hearing her tell everyone else that she wants to kill herself because of what you are doing. You just answered your own question. You are living in delusion for your own petty, childish, selfish, narcissistic ways. I'm sorry that you don't have anything else going on in your life, that you need to somehow virtue signal that this other girl who's been sexually abused, I can totally relate, and the two of us are gonna get along so well one day. I'm not here to prove this to anyone, except when she tells me that I've done something wrong, I need to prove to her that I haven't done anything wrong. Why are you trying to prove this shit to her, dude? Why do you care what she thinks?
I just wanted to defend myself to other people.
You know what everyone else thinks? You know what everyone else thinks, dude? Everyone else thinks that she's not well, and they are trying to help her, and then they're just watching you make
She
it
convinced people
worse.
to send me death threats, had people unfriend me. I was getting all kinds of messages saying that I was a piece of shit before I even dropped the
You
fucking
are being
timeline
a piece
because
of
of
shit.
her.
You are being a piece of shit because you are doing this to her. Just
I said
disengage.
before I even
Get
put
on the
that
level.
on the internet, before I even put those screenshots on the internet, she had people hating me because she was switching the fucking narrative to make me her scapegoat, which I have proof
Why
of.
does that validate
and that's
everything
one of the
then
many
later?
reasons
Like-
that I made the timeline to
Yeah,
defend
she's
my
mentally
fucking
unwell,
side
dude.
of it.
She only came up with these plans because you were already pushing her. You know what's crazy is that other people who have engaged with her and received similar kinds of wrath are now like on her good side, and people can look at us and be like, wow,
Also, probably what I could have responded here is, Peach, you accidentally fuck people over in a very direct way. So for you to say, like, oh, she just, like, randomly came at me, to me personally, like, she fucking leaked my own DMs and then lied to people about the way that I was thinking about things. Like,
I can see you don't have
I probably have every right to treat Brat the way that Peach was treating her, but I don't.
bad intentions. Whereas when I look at you, it is like you are not under any danger. You are still aggravating her. You're either just incredibly selfish or you're incredibly vindictive to the point where you actually want her to hurt herself, because that's all you're doing. All you're doing is just you're either stuck in your own little
know how
world
I feel about
or
the
you're
situation.
fucking an aggressive, violent person who's trying to bully another girl into killing herself.
I like how that's your point when that's literally what Jacob and Mumu are trying to do. Secondarily, again, you dumb fuck, I had
has
to
no
mute
proof
you
of
because
that.
I'm sick of your goddamn shit. I would never want anyone to hurt themselves. I've tried to kill myself more than a couple times. One time it was 27 Xanax, 2 mega shots of absinthe, and an entire case of beer because I went through something so horrific I didn't want to be on this planet anymore.
Pathetic.
I would never want anyone to do that to
Pathetic way to kill
themselves. I'm
yourself.
actually a very good person. I'm doing things out of the goodness of my heart, but also to defend myself. I'm a grown-ass fucking woman, and so is she. If she genuinely wanted to deal with the problem in a correct way, she would have not fucking dragged my name into it. She would not have talked shit.
How can she be like, I'm mentally unwell and I've tried to kill myself, so I understand this completely, but also we're both grown-ass people who should be able to handle this. It's like, what? You can't handle it, and neither can she, is your argument.
Would not
What
have
are you saying?
Anything to make me be so hated to where I had to defend myself. It's almost like she put me in a corner and made me fucking speak. Does that mean I want her to hurt herself? No. Do I hate her?
That is the opposite of what is going on here. Brat is cornering me, she's cornering everyone else and making us speak
No.
to her in this way, at which point she just like loses respect for us.
I even said I understand why she might have aggression towards me because the situation makes her feel nervous and scared, and I feel bad about that. But the information needs to be out there, and I have no reason
It
to
doesn't
want
need
any
be
harm
out
to come to
there.
her. She's a good person, but I also think she needs psychological help. I also think Destiny shouldn't fuck girls like crazy. I also think that if
you don't know her, she's crazy. Like, that's the thing. That's a problem that I'm having right now with this whole thing. And like you said something about like
she brought up her
Like, you don't
psychological
wanna-
mental health one time. We talked about her diagnoses, and he also just told me a bunch of symptoms and signs of psychosis, which I'm already aware of and recognize because they teach you those things when you have psychosis. If you tell me I can't tell that she has psychosis, you're telling me that I can't identify my own psychosis, and that's just gonna break me apart, buddy. Like, not to be a dick, but I'm honestly being serious here. You can tell and you can learn those things. They teach you them in therapy. It's very present. It's very aware, and I can see what's going on here. Again, I'm not malicious. I don't want her to hurt herself. I hope she does good. Hope she's fine. I'm just saying that this needs to get some sort of police attention. I went through every other possible option before defending myself in this way. Like I said, I literally tried to, like, I got in contact with Discord support, and they literally told me to report direct messages of the act.
Base just hangs up.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry that we had to take that detour there, guys. But you know what? My Twitter game needs.
What's going on with baby Brett right now? Let's have a look. I opened up the stream and Zoe is getting shit on. Wait, is Zoe getting shit on right now on Justical stream?
Person you've ever demanded cams up, and that's why I was
That's
like, I'm not
true.
doing that.
I've literally done that to Lav too.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I got weird. I think you got weird, and I was like, okay, never
No,
mind.
I said you got weird after I asked you to. You were like, oh, like, no, well, sorry, after I asked you to come on without your camera. Then you were like, oh, no, now it's too late.
Well, yeah, because that was weird.
Okay. Well, you're here now. What did you want to talk about?
Everyone told me to join, so I joined.
Well, you wanted to join before. What was it to talk about?
Because everyone told me to join.
So
Both
you
times were
had
because
literally
people were
nothing to bring
telling
up?
me
No. Wolfgang, you're gonna have to do a thumbnail.
Zoe did have something to bring up, okay? Your issue with her. We were doing Discord trials. Well, here's a trial right now. Justicle's unfair. Fucking weird hate boner, isn't it? Shaped weird.
Oh my god, we might have to switch over to this drama for a little bit. What is going on here? Great content, Zoe. Very entertaining.
Here's
When
the
you-
problem.
When you come
If
in and
you
like
talk about
actively,
stuff-
yeah.
If you talk about stuff that's not interesting, I'm gonna look like an asshole because I tried to force a smile for as long as I fucking could. Your story was not interesting. It was boring me, and these two wouldn't engage with you. So if I'm sitting here with like a what the
my
fuck
God.
face, I'm the only one who's gonna get called a bitch. So you do have to, I don't know, say something at least interesting so I could
This is true.
pretend to nod along.
I would also say, just so you know, if you're talking about stuff that nobody cares about, they'll shut it off. If you're like kind of silent and just occasionally like joking, they won't necessarily shut it off. So, just saying, you can like actively drive people away.
Jesus. Listen, you
Hey, I didn't say he did that, but in this case he did. At least with the Barry Weiss's sister story. But like before that was fine. Also,
I would've
Yellowspike
been
asks
talking
Yellowspike
about
asks good
anything.
questions most of the time. Okay.
No, the reason I brought up that article is because I thought it's a fucking crazy story, and there's no YouTube content about it, and I really think someone should make some YouTube content about it because it sounds fucking insane.
All right.
You have a nice voice. Why can't you make a YouTube video?
I am fucking lazy. That's why.
Okay, relatable.
Okay.
Yeah. But hey, thanks for entertaining me while I play Balatro and you know all that good stuff. Have a good night. guys.
You're welcome. Do call in
Have a good
again.
night.
Yeah, I
Yep,
do really
have a good
enjoy Collins. Okay. Just sorry. Okay.
No problem.
Buddy. See you later.
Bye bye.
Did you have to make it awkward? He was okay. He was
I did-
fine.
He wasn't
Yeah, I
okay.
think
We
I
tore that
just- I
man's life
can't
apart.
have-
Okay.
Yeah, I can't have my camera on if we're gonna do Collins. I have a very expressive.
No, listen. That's just my fault. Okay. Guys, I am gonna end the stream. I'm sorry. I started flagging like 30 minutes ago, and I tried to keep it
Oh
going.
my
with, like, tweets and
God.
stuff. I'm not able to do it.
No.
I need like something to fight about or something, and I'm not in a fighting mood anymore. Okay.
Oh, he's not in a fighting mood. It's over. It's Jover
He took
for
way
you
too many
guys.
L's today. That's why he's not enough.
That's actually kind of true. Why is Discord saying you banned Zoe because she wouldn't cam up? No, I banned her for getting cocky when I was like, you don't have to cam up, you can join.
Said kiss the ring.
And then she was like, no, now it's too late, kiss the ring. I was like, okay.
She was doing that girl thing.
Not
She was
bad. No, you are PMSing because that's not even that bad of a comment.
No, it is.
The ring?
Yeah.
Why?
Listen.
She was doing a girl thing. She just wanted to feel like she wasn't valued. Like if she
Yeah.
walked away, people
Well,
would be like, no, take him
unfortunately,
back.
reality hit her like a ton of bricks. Okay.
Also, that's the
Holy
thing. She's clearly not valued, so just like let her meme.
Let her meme.
Let her meme.
What are you losing by bringing her in? Right?
You should free her and bring her in, and you should
That's right.
confront your issues.
No.
And you know
Solve
what?
your conflicts.
If you bring her in, right, and she says like, I'm not gonna talk, then quit top, right? But I mean, she could bring in content right now. But if you're just tired, that makes sense. Just end the stream.
You're bringing content right now, eh?
I don't know. It could be. And you know what? Worst comes to worst, we laugh because there was no content, and you get to say you're right. Something that I know that you do because
That you never get to
Okay.
do.
Wolfgang,
This could be a
if she comes in and it's not content, you owe me.
Oh.
You owe me a free thumbnail. Okay? You owe me a free thumbnail.
That's the
hold on.
That's literally. I wanted to
Oh my
charge
God.
$30. I wanted to charge $30 for her unban, and I'll do one thumbnail for you, Wolfgang.
Okay, sure.
But if she's content and I unban her and she's content, then it's totally fine.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
Zoe,
sure.
you got
Fuck
this.
it.
Zoe, you've got
Yeah.
this. Just come in here, tell us what you do with your dog.
She left the server, so can't pull her in, can't untime her out.
She left us Gisticle.
She gets really mad when I time her out and leaves the server. She always comes back
Someone-
though, so it's not really a
Yeah,
problem.
someone DM her, tell her to come back.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
tell her to come
she
back.
did make a server that was called like Gisticle server, but just the nice people, I think.
That was the name?
It's something like that.
True.
It's a long name.
Yeah, it was
Zoe,
something along
listen,
those
I know that
lines.
you're not asking for critiques here, but
Maybe
I'm gonna
I
tell you
saw a
something. That's
screenshot of
we gotta tighten that
It's
up.
not the best
okay?
name. They're not the best
yeah.
name.
Yeah, we can. We could use a. What do you call it when you take a whole letter and you just take the first whole word? And whatever, man. Listen. Thank you. We gotta tighten that up.
Wait, she didn't
okay.
leave, or maybe she did leave. I can't tell. The thing's like breaking down.
Now you're
Whatever. She's
smearing
untimed
her?
out though. She's untimed out in any case. That was so weird that it shows her and then it removes her. In any case, she's there. She's untimed. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I put it in. I put like Zoe in, and she pops up. She was popping up, and I right-clicked on her, and she wasn't there anymore.
Oh, look at bro! You are catching more L's. People are bringing up like she didn't leave. Why in the fuck would you say she left?
Oh,
Holy
because
shit,
it
bro.
disappeared from my search list. Like I put her
I
in,
know.
and then it was there, and then I went to right-click her to remove the timeout, and then it disappeared from my search list. So I was like, oh, she left. Because that's
Zoe
what that means most of the time.
I'm sorry to tell you, Tony has spoken, and it's not looking good for Logistical. I'm sorry, bro.
What did Tony say?
Yeah, Zoe defeated Logistical. To
Listen,
be
this is the
honest.
one time that Tony is completely wrong.
This is the one time,
No, he's been wrong more than once.
bro. Then you got no gut slider for Dragon's Dogma 2 character creator. You serious? You can just be okay. Maybe this is not as good as I was hyping it up to be. It's still pretty solid though. Like this is still like a better than the Black Desert character creator. People hype that one up so much.
An incel?
That there's just and specific let some. Even look. Show up. This is right. I would,
Could be chill.
hey, do you know?
How?
Oh god, the sword.
Before, but apparently
We're just gonna skip ahead to find
Onto
when
the
Zoe
action
comes in.
laughable, and he's
I don't want to hear
Mission-
fucking Wolfgang talk
Is-
shit about nothing.
Are you so for months?
because she's content. Because you were saying, ready to come on stream. There it is.
All right,
Zoe,
we got
how's it going?
We got it. Here we
Why
go.
are you so deranged towards me?
Was I not just
Okay.
responding to the things you were saying?
No, I just mean historically, not just tonight. Like, why are you so weird towards me?
Because I think you are Lav 2.0.
You love Lav. You had her on here for months.
Because
Why?
she's content. Without the content part, yeah.
Oh, you're saying Zoe is Lav without being content.
Yeah.
Oh. Look at Cherry's reactive face.
Can you elaborate?
God, why
Sure,
is
I
the
gave two
quality so
overlapping
low?
comparisons there, right? You were begging for one of the
This is
permissions
actually
in Discord.
just go straight
You-
on Cherry's camera or some shit.
Oh, you send nudes and DMs to people to control them? What else?
Who did I
my
control
God.
with my nudes? Who did I control with
At
my
least
nudes?
Paragon.
I didn't
It's in the
control
Paragon,
that.
right?
Yeah. Which wait, I'm trying to think of like a behavior that Destiny's described about Lav that you haven't exhibited.
You're sounding real weird.
Okay. What else is there? Oh, there was the part where you were like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
what
I
else is there?
generated 2 weeks of content for you."
Well, you're just saying
That's
I'm not
also
giving you
done that
any
too.
content when you have like 2 videos published of me within a month. And I'm just like, you don't need to just like shit on me for no reason like that.
Wait, where am I shitting on you?
Okay, yeah.
I'm about to
No,
defend
no, no,
Zoe.
no, no,
based
no,
on-
no. Sorry.
I won't-
Hold on.
For
I started
sure.
shitting on her after she got weird about coming in VC. I was like, "Oh, never mind. Like you don't have to cam up."
You got weird by. I'm the first person you've ever demanded cams up, and that's why I was
That's
like, I'm not
true.
doing that.
I've literally done that to Lav too.
Yeah, he has.
Okay. I don't think I got weird. I think you got weird, and I was like, okay, never
No,
mind.
I said you got weird after I asked you to. You were like, "Oh, like no." Whoops, sorry. After I asked you to come on without your camera. Then you were like, "Oh no, now it's too late."
Well, yeah, because I was weird.
Okay. Well, you're here now. What did you want to talk about?
Everyone told me to join, so I joined.
Well, you wanted to join before. What was it to talk about?
Because everyone told me to join.
So you had, literally nothing to bring up?
No. Wolfgang, you're gonna have to do a thumbnail.
Zoe
for you.
did have something to bring up, okay? Your issue with her. We were doing Discord trials. Well, here's a trial right now. Logistical's unfair.
It's a hate boner for me,
Characterization
dude.
Ooh, hate
Weird.
boner. It's a fucking weird hate boner, isn't it? Shaped weird. It throbs a weird way. You
Wolfgang,
know?
if you're going to do the content, I'm
Wolfgang.
going to expect that free thumbnail.
Also, the shape is very normal, Wolfgang. I don't know what you're talking about.
I personally find it very strange. It's curved in an angle that I've never seen before. You know.
It's
Not
uncircumcised.
that whatever.
Whose dick are they talking
You
about?
can't make fun of that. Yeah.
So
go on.
please talk about how weird it is. Please.
All cocks matter. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. I'll try to make this. I'll try to make you not
Justicle's
lose
dick,
all your money
but
for Wolfgang.
Why does Cherry and Wolfgang know what Justicle's dick looks
Oh
like?
yeah, somebody said you were fighting with British Lassie. What was up with that?
I don't think we were fighting. I have them blocked. I don't think we were fighting.
Okay. What were you going to talk to Paragon about?
I have one question for him, but I want to save it for if I ever get to talk to him.
He might be watching right now.
I know. I don't want him to have an answer ready next time he.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I wouldn't just.
I don't know.
away
If
the
you see him
game.
on stream, I think even with preparation, that guy's gonna fuck up.
No, I agree, but I just have one question that I just don't want him to know what it is.
Oh my God, you're getting your fucking receipts ready. Holy shit.
No, it's not even like that big. It's just like something that is personal to me that I don't think he's thought about.
Oh. Okay.
Apparently this is a thumbnail British Lassie made, guys. I don't really understand it, other than the part with Paragon having both
Wait,
Lav and
what
Zoe in the
thumbnail?
palm of his hand. Am I still presenting?
Just can we call it truth?
Okay. Okay.
I just don't get it.
I don't know what you want.
I just
Oh
want
my
you
God.
to
interact with me normally. I just
Wait.
feel like you're.
Well, I feel like I just started shit talking you after you were weird about, like, I said you should cam up. Maybe that was weird, okay? But then you were all cocky about it. I don't understand why.
I was just memeing in chat because you were like, she has to do this one thing, and then you're like, oh, just kidding, she can come in anyway. I was like, okay, dude.
Okay.
I feel like
Now
that's
you're
fair.
looking unhinged.
Me?
No, Justical, because you were just memeing.
I'm fine. I'm doing fine.
And he was like, "Oh, memeing? I'm sorry. 10,000 year ban." Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
24-hour timeout.
24 hours. Is that because Paragon's gonna come on tomorrow, and you don't want me to be able to talk again?
Wait, didn't I unban you the last time Paragon was on?
No, you rebanned me.
Well, I did
No,
reban
he
you.
unbanned
yeah.
you for the stream, right?
He unbanned me
That was
the chat
because
before the
Paragon
stream, and then
wouldn't
when.
come on.
Oh, that's fair. That's super fair and cool.
It was.
Zoe, how do you feel about Justical accusing Jacob of being in a quote-unquote polycule, which we don't even know if it's true? How do you feel about him kind of tossing Jacob with you like that?
Well, Jacob's F tier right now, so it's fine. You can shit on Jacob.
What does F tier mean?
I think people can... Go ahead.
He's a bad boy. He's Dark Triad.
Okay, what are you saying?
He's a shit stirrer.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, can you just treat me like you treat everyone else?
Listen, you just earned me a free thumbnail from Wolfgang, so I think we can call
Oh,
it truce, okay?
she's not out of the call. There's still time, okay, bro? Jesus, why are you trying to cut this off so soon? Oh my god. So has lots to talk about, which is relevant and important to the state of the stream and the Discord. And if you're gonna just cut her, yeah,
I would be interested where other chatters are ranked on this tier list.
that's an excellent question.
Maybe we can what is it, judge your tier list? Do you have it?
Ooh, sounds like content to me.
Yeah, here, I'll put it in chat. Oh, am I not allowed to chat?
No, you can't chat in this room. But,
just
DM
in
someone,
general.
DM it to Wolfgang or something, and he can put it in here.
Okay, hold on. Wolfgang.
Soon to be dead Gand. Actually, soon depending on like if you consider 80 years soon, because I do expect long life expectancy. I grew up with like Brazilian water, so my immune system must be very fucking good, which means I won't succumb to. Here's the tier list coming right up on the side chat. Here we go. There it is. Read them and weep them. Look at that.
Where's Wolf on that list?
No, the people who come on stream are not on the list. It's not fair.
Just a girl. Don't know who that is. Curious Cactus. Don't know. Cybersexual. He paid for a thing, so that guy's fucking awesome.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Weed Lamau. Buff fucking Deuterino.
What
Hella
stream
cool.
Doomer come on stream?
Ooh.
Not regularly.
Yeah, but why is Doomer all the way up there, but Jacob is down to F, and you said Jacob's down at F because he's a shit stirrer? Do you know who Doomer is?
Doomer just tells me he likes my dog, so he's up there.
Oh, you got Pretty Tony in F tier.
Hey.
Yikes, Tony. Not a good look.
Yeah,
buddy.
that's not good. That's not good. So, what's your problem with Tony?
I don't remember. It's just vibes.
Zoe, please, you must have some kind of beef, please. There has to be some kind of issue that you have.
Tony thinks that he won.
Yeah, Tony thinks that he won? Disagree.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just in here for Justical to stop being unhinged towards me. That's all.
Oh, it's not going to happen today, because apparently the top question that my Discord group chat has for you is, do you still think Paragon is cute?
I said he's normal looking.
I think you said cute, no?
I said
cute in the
I
DMs.
said Paragon guy is cute and normal looking.
You should just have amnesia right now.
Perfect. Okay.
That was before he sent cock.
Wait.
I recommend a head
So, like,
injury
after
right
he
now.
sent cock and the size of the cock, you just couldn't think of him as cute anymore? Just couldn't be the word?
Peen. He sent peen.
Yeah, he sent pom pom.
Peen.
Hey, hold on. How big is this dick? I have not seen this, but people keep talking about like, whoa, that's crazy.
You hear that, Paragon? Wolfgang would like a picture.
Paragon, DM Wolfgang, he literally just asked you for it, okay?
This is the one time where...
Wolfgang wants some skin in his game.
This is the one time that I will accept the dick picture, because I'm curious. People talk about this. You're like, well, Paragon this, Paragon that, but the dick though. And I'm kind of like, this must be some fucking golden dick that people will trash him on everything else, but they're like, but the dick though. I want to see what this is. Maybe it curves just the right way.
Yeah.
Unlike the
Wolfgang's trying to ask Zoe, and I don't know why, but Wolfgang is trying to ask Zoe for a cock rating, and that's a little weird, but I'm down.
Paragon's cock rating?
Yeah.
We don't need to ask. We have all the fucking evidence to put together a rating without her having to say yes or no.
I said big dick, congrats.
Right there. That already puts him at a 5 minimum. Big dick, congrats. You don't say that to somebody with a below average dick, okay? So we're already at a 5. Now we can use circumstantial evidence, pernuciating evidence, some kind of evidence. Yeah, there's some kind of other evidence that we can do with the way that other people have commented on his cock, and most of them are, not sarcastically very good, right? So if we take...
Wait. I have a better question, Wolfgang. Hold on, Zoe. Could you redo this tier list by, like, cock ratings?
Paragon's the only cock I've seen.
Yeah, why are you implying she's seen more than one cock, you fucking... What do you think she does?
What else are her
Did
Mumu
you
and
just
Jacob
say
doing?
unfortunately?
Oh, no, I did not say unfortunate.
No, Jake. Not Jacob. What's your name again? Jay Stockton.
What do you mean? What's your name? That's an unhinged question to ask, Jerry. What the fuck?
Zoe, okay, Zoe. Holy shit, someone just sent me like the girthiest looking potato I've ever, that ain't a penis, I could tell, but that's pretty impressive still. I'm saying right now, it has to be at a 7, which for dick ratings is probably pretty high. I think the average dick falls at a below 5 average. I think like the average rating for like a dick, uncalled for, what do you call it? Unrequested, unsolicited dick, has to be like on a range of like 3 to 4, genuinely, I believe that.
I don't know what's happening right now.
I feel like it's not chill if I just like talk about the specifics of his penis.
You don't have to. You don't have
That's why
to.
I'm
I
saying
will do it
get
for you.
amnesia.
I have not
Okay.
seen it.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah, you don't have to. I will do the work for you as somebody who has not seen his penis. Okay, so I can say definitively that we're working with, at the very least, a base 6 to a 7. It cannot be higher than a 7 because nobody has gone absolutely fucking insane with comments. Okay, if they had, then I would consider an 8. But so far, most people are saying nice, nice, nice. So it's got to be.
Why are there
6 to
less
7.
people?
Wait,
Has he sent his penis?
aren't I the only one that has seen it?
It could be that people are pretending to have seen it, but that would be weird.
You're
and I'm
not
not
pretending
counting.
to have seen it right now.
Now, I'm working with the evidences I have as a detective. Okay, the Peen-tective. That's what you. Hold on, let me change my name on Discord very quick. I am the Peen-tective now, and I will be referred to as such. Where are you on the cock rating? I told you all the evidence leads to a 6 to a 7. Oh my god, no fucking.
Do it.
I
Get-
refuse to engage with the subject any further. I refuse to engage. We're switching topics, okay?
What is happening right now?
What happened?
Wolfgang can't stop thinking about Paragon's dick.
Are you nervous right now, Wolfgang? What's going on?
I'm not. Oh, that can't be you. That's a different person. That does not look like the picture of you that I've seen. You sent me a stranger. Okay. Okay, never mind. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
are people
terrified.
sending you their dicks right now?
Well, I cannot speak on this. Okay.
Live cock reading?
This is not okay. Jesus, I actually got fucking.
Oh yeah, don't open DMs of photos while you're on stream. People send you weird shit just to see your facial reaction.
I thought I saw a real life fucking Cthulhu monster in front of me, but that is not. Okay, that's something else. It's all good. Yeah, it sent me a meme. I understand now, okay? I was just scared for a moment, okay? I was just frightened. Yeah, so I stand by what I said. Based off of just evidence and behavior, I can definitively say that the dick of Paragon, which I have not seen, I think, stands at a 6 to 7 rating. Solid nice. Cannot be higher or cannot be an 8. So there you go. Any other questions?
Why did we bring in
Someone said we
Nicholas?
need to drag this guy in.
Who is this?
Hello.
I don't know.
Nicholas Rage?
Who is this?
The one, the only. So, I have a couple questions for you, J-Stock, if you don't mind.
I do mind.
He's defensive tonight.
Yeah, I was wondering what exactly your criticisms are of Zoe. Because I just hear a lot of, like, baby rage.
Oh my god,
my
where is this guy on the
criticisms?
tier list? Where are you on the tier list?
Oh,
Just tell us.
I am a D tier chat.
Didn't even make it. What are my criticisms of Zoe? I think
exactly
she
are they?
hated Lav so much that she was just willing to be like a shitty person and endure dick pics to keep talking to somebody who would gas her up about beating Lav.
So
Kinda
the
weird.
first criticism is against a situation that she had with Paragon, specifically?
No, it's the situation with Lav specifically.
Okay, so rephrase
Wait,
that.
was I sorry? Were you
She
confused?
hated-
Were you confused
yeah,
by
I'm a little
what I just
confused
said?
because
Okay.
you're saying
so
she
the
hated
way
Lav so
Paragon
much
got
that she
back to her
was.
heart after sending an unsolicited dick pic was by shitting on Lav in her DMs with her.
So what exactly are you criticizing of that? Like,
I
who
think
cares?
that,
She's shit
that
talking
way of
somebody, right?
bonding with somebody it shows that you're like a shit human being.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Not that I can come up with off the top of my head. Oh, sure. Hold on. The weird flirting with a muumuu is cringe and gay.
Okay. So you don't like her because she does childish jokes in your Discord?
No,
And that's
because
essentially
she executes her Discord relationship openly in chat.
You think she's being 100% serious with that?
No, I think she's being a cringe fucking loser with that.
You're really hurt.
So you're saying she's being serious or not being serious? Like, just say yes or no.
I literally don't care if she's being serious. I haven't even evaluated that because it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, it kind of does matter because
It
if you
literally
think she's
doesn't matter at
begging,
all.
if you think no, because if you think she's begging for the notable role as like being serious, then you're kind of being unhinged.
Who mentioned the
110%.
notable role?
She did, but she was saying it as a joke, right? And you're
Wait,
taking it like
wait.
way too seriously.
Wait, in this conversation, who mentioned the notable role?
You did.
When?
A little bit earlier, you
Discord,
brought up the
not- when I showed the
brought up
screenshot?
screenshots and yeah, you're like shit talking her about that, like taking
Yeah,
it uber seriously.
that
for
was
no
shit
reason.
talking. No, that was shit talking, saying she
Oh,
begged
so
for
you were
permission
joking
when Lav
then.
did.
So that's not an actual criticism you have of her.
No.
You're just shit talking and memeing as well. Okay. All right. So it sounds like you really don't actually have a problem with her. It sounds like you're just hyper fixated on
Wait.
her for some strange
No,
reason.
no, no. Hold on.
Because
Did
your
you miss the
criticisms
part
kinda
where I said she was a dog shit human being?
I think your criticism of her to assume that she's a dog shit human being is just really wild and out there. That's it.
You
I
know,
don't think anybody picks that
Sorry,
up as well.
but you just said you don't think I really have a problem with her, and that's probably the strongest
you don't.
criticism I've given of anybody on this entire stream, including Tom
Yeah,
Foolery.
it's hardly.
So I
it's
don't
hardly
understand
a
why you're
harsh
like.
criticism.
So I don't see that. I think you don't really have a problem with her. I just don't know where
It's
that came from. That's like some
yeah,
weird
but-
Discord debate bro shit.
It's not
completely
because you're
straight from
complaining
the
about her
conversation.
talking shit about somebody in DMs, right? Like, who cares?
No, I'm saying that when you hook up or when you keep sending nudes to a deranged person who sent you an unsolicited nude because they're willing to shit talk Lav in your DMs, that's weird. That's unhinged behavior. I think that shows like a deep
I
character
don't really
flaw.
think that's what our DMs
So wait,
look
you
like.
believe
wanna go
that
to the
criticism
DMs?
is harsh? Wait,
I'm
you
not
believe that
scared of
criticism is
them.
harsher than Tom Foolery being like a pathological liar?
Sure, compulsive liar. And I think Tom can't help it.
Actually, okay.
Sorry, we had
I
a whole
don't
thing yesterday where I got corrected like 100 times on that phrasing. Like, there's apparently a very big difference between compulsive and pathological liar.
Yeah, well, you didn't get corrected like 100 times. It was like 50.
Cherry corrected me at least
Dramatic.
37 times.
Okay. That's still not 100.
I just failed to see how her shit, like sending a nude to somebody who's like being a little weird in her DMs is
Oh, she
worse
also
than
baited a
someone
guy who I think is
building a
clearly
career off
autistic,
of a
right?
YouTube career off lying.
I think he like clearly had problems, and I think she just like continued to interact with him and then make fun of him in that group chat. Oh, that was the worst part. Was like she continued to interact with this guy, and then she was like copy pasting his DMs that were cringe into another group chat to make fun of him when he's like clearly autistic. That's really fucked up, actually. I totally forgot about that.
It's not that.
Hold on.
It's
Actually,
not that
hold on.
bad.
Wait, now I'm cooking. Also,
You're really
she
not.
leaked the DMs from
Not at
Wolfgang
all.
of
This
Wolfgang
is
saying
not
that
cooking.
he thought she was more attractive than Lav, just to hurt Lav, thereby blowing up Wolfgang and Lav's friendship too. She's
Wolfgang
actually a
was such a
terrible
fucking
fucking
simp for that?
person. Oh, I totally forgot. Thank you for coming on.
Are you okay?
Oh.
Do you think it's just because someone's autistic means that they are inherently immune to being made fun of or like humiliated?
No, but I
But
think the
also,
way
he
to make fun
wasn't
of them
clearly
is directly to their
autistic at
face. I don't think it's by taking their cringe DMs and putting them in a group chat to put them on blast when you're in a weird random niche Discord community with them.
It wasn't a group chat.
Okay, DMs with other people that they share with other people. It's a group chat with extra steps. And I will say that if you DM Zoe anything personal, you should expect 100 other people to see that. Okay, we all acknowledge that, right? Rickless, even you would acknowledge that.
Acknowledge that.
If
it's
you
a bit
DM
weird to
anything
send someone.
personal to Zoe, you should expect that to end up in 100 other people's DMs.
Sure, you should expect that sending a DM to anybody.
No,
I feel
no,
like if
no,
you,
no. You do not have the
I
evidence
believe-
of that happening with everybody. We have explicit
No, you
evidence of
should
that happening with
expect
Zoe 4 times, 3 times, multiple
JSOC,
times.
you should approach JSOC. You should approach every
Oh, you're
relationship
being so
while sending
cringe.
someone a
Acknowledge
message.
that we have proof of her leaking
We're not
private
letting
DMs,
anyone
personal
talk.
DMs, multiple times. Please acknowledge that that's
Assume
happening.
any
Please
message that
acknowledge
you
that
send
that's happening.
privately can be screenshotted and shared with somebody. That's
I'm
like
gonna ask you to
basic
acknowledge it
internet
again.
101.
Can you acknowledge that she has shared private DMs multiple times just to humiliate people,
Sure.
just to hurt people?
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
thank
wrong
you.
with that?
What's wrong?
Listen, if you guys
what's
are
wrong with
brave,
that?
you will DM Zoe. If you're a little pussy, you'll avoid doing it. I think everyone who's brave should go ahead and DM her.
You,
Got your
I
control back,
just
Zoe.
I'm sorry. I thought we lived under the assumption that like whatever we send to someone privately is easily screenshotable and uploadable somewhere else, right? Like hasn't this been a phenomenon forever?
listen. I guess if you don't trust anybody, that you can't share private information with anyone anywhere on the internet, sure. But if you like, there's obviously implicit trust there between a bunch of different people. I don't understand how you could possibly go, what's wrong with breaking that trust?
Do you think that do you think the comparison is somebody knowing someone on a Discord call or a Discord for like a couple weeks is equivalent to knowing someone for years in real life?
No, obviously not.
Of course not. So why are you treating it the same?
Because we only know this community's only existed for 3 months.
So you're just making an assumption that this is like a regular behavior with her?
Yes, because it's happened multiple times.
The only time I'm aware of is with Paragon. What's the other times?
The thing with Lav and Wolfgang?
Wolfgang?
Dude, are you
that is-
tracking any of the conversation?
From that far back, no. I don't know anything about that stuff.
I mentioned it in this conversation. I said this was a reason I think she's a bad person.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Paragon thing. Like Paragon was like trying to get slide in with Zoe so he can like show off to Lav
Yeah.
or whatever.
But
Oh,
he
exactly.
tried to
Normal
slide into
speed.
Zoe after Zoe's previous drama, which was included her leaking several times.
Got it. So Zoe, you gonna keep doing that or?
Depends on the context, probably.
So if someone's being weird, you're gonna leak it?
Yeah, I think my whole life when dudes have been weird to me in DMs, I've showed my friends. I don't.
Yeah, that sounds like pretty normal behavior. Like the
Yeah,
brave guy
No,
sending a
that's-
cockpick as
that's
sex
some
to the girls
sociopathic
chat.
women behavior that only women engage in.
Do you want me? Okay. Should I leave? Do you want to just talk to Rickless?
No, you guys go ahead. I'm going to get a drink because I can't. I can't. Okay, you guys go ahead.
So, a little bit heated tonight, but
Oh, I'm not that heated. I'm chilling.
Well, I just can't
Well,
leave. I can't speak.
I
so
just
I don't know why. I'm here.
it all. The only reason why I hopped on here because this all looks so clearly unhinged, like criticism. Like the idea that someone leaking DMs is so egregious is absolutely beyond me. Like this happens on a daily basis.
The only
Not
thing
even in Discord, but
Tease Chatter, I wanted people to argue with who could follow a conversation. I'm like exhausted right now, and I was starting to enjoy fighting, but I'm bringing up examples to this guy, and he can't track things that are from 30 seconds before in the conversation.
Shouldn't have done that, and I've been very apologetic about it.
yes, she has, and I appreciate the
So
Yeah.
JSOC's criticism of that isn't even valid, right? Because then at
And
that
the
point, it's
other
being
thing
heard
I
for
No, the
someone else.
criticism still stands despite how she feels after the fact.
Dude,
If anything,
if
the
a
fact that she's
rape victim
apologetic.
forgives the rapist, that
supports,
means that nothing
what
bad
J-Sock
was
is
done.
saying.
Obviously, dude.
You're not the one
Is
that
that
can
what I
say
said?
that dipshit with
Oh,
the
sharing
is what you
dick
said.
pic
DMs is
is
an equivalent
so
literally is what you
dumb.
said,
You
yeah.
are so dumb. You are not
That
the
is
one
what
that
you
gets to
said.
say that after your whole dick pic discourse. Shut up.
I get to say whatever I want. It's my stream.
You're
That's the best
contradicting what
part.
you have said for like 2 weeks about the dick pic thing, about how like there's
What?
no way I had to have wanted it because afterwards I responded like I started being kind to him.
You were begging for it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
screamed.
if
you
Wolfgang
wanted
kept
his
talking
cock.
to you, then he wanted you to betray him like that, okay? That I can totally agree with you on that.
That doesn't track with your logic, but okay.
No,
Wait,
I
it does
get what you're
totally
saying
track
a
with the
little bit.
logic. I'm saying I'm totally fine with saying Wolfgang likes people who fuck him over if he continues to talk to you in DMs. That is something Wolfgang likes. I'm
He hasn't
perfectly willing to admit that.
Yeah,
okay?
Lav leaked his DMs.
I'm perfectly willing
They
to
were
admit
pretty
Wolfgang
bad.
might like getting fucked over by people. That's totally
No,
fine.
he doesn't. He hasn't continued to talk to me, and I feel bad about it.
Oh, then why did you just say that he forgave
Probably
you and now
because
it's
you're
like
being
good and
nice
he
to
wanted
him. I
it?
didn't say he forgave
It's
me.
not
You're
the same.
twisting it. I didn't say he forgave me.
Zoe, if you would message him and just yell at him more, I'm pretty sure he would continue to engage with you.
Hey, this is hardly the time for you to try to engage on what I enjoy and not enjoy, okay? We're in a line of questioning that's very important, okay? Don't worry about what I like or don't like. I'm irrelevant in this situation. Well, okay, hold on. That's not
I'll be right
entirely
back. I
true.
gotta get a drink.
I will say, what I'm assuming she means to say is that I did stop talking to Zoe, and I specifically said, like, hey, if they're, like, I'm just not gonna really chat as much anymore. And she did say, hey, I'm sorry that I did that. It was kind of fucked up. And she even said, if you ever need to throw me under the bus for anything, I'm probably gonna be okay with that. Which I have not taken her up on, and I probably won't, because I just don't know if I want to do that.
Do you know why you won't, Wolfgang?
I don't know, just...
It's just something shitty people do.
Oh my gosh.
Is that under all circumstances, even if the person messaging you is like being clearly super unhinged, right? And you just kind of want to put them on blast? Like, is that,
Well,
are you
no.
still a piece of shit for that or what?
No, but if you don't put them on blast in the DMs directly and like close them out basically from that point forward, you are a scumbag.
I think that's a weird, like,
okay,
a super specific thing to hate on, right?
Bias. This is like the
Like,
bias.
because she didn't lambast him privately means she can't lambast him publicly.
steal
Like,
my
what?
tag from
She can lambast him publicly, but did she lambast him publicly when it happened? Was it like instantly?
She applied that particular situation when it was most relevant, when he was
Zoe, when
trying
did you
to
leak those
prop
DMs?
himself up.
Did you leak those DMs like 30 seconds?
Are we still
The ones
talking?
that
Are we talking about
Jacob
Paragon
posted?
or Wolf
No,
Grant?
the ones that
Wolfgang
Jacob
here.
posted.
Wolf Grant.
Oh,
The ones that
my
Jacob
bad, bro,
posted
my bad.
to kick off the drama.
I had sent it to Amumu, and then when Jacob and Paragon were fighting, Amumu was like, "You gotta show Jacob that." DM.
So had you sent it to Amumu like right when it happened?
No,
Like earlier that same day?
it was when he sent it, because that's when I stopped responding to him. I was like, "Cause this is cringe and weird that he's like throwing my friend under the bus to like hit on me."
Okay. All right. I'm just saying that I just think it's
Well,
super
with that
weird
phrasing, it doesn't sound too
to
bad,
go
right?
and do that shit. No. I think it's super weird to leak people's DMs specifically to make fun of them and then continue like talking to them. If you did stop
didn't.
talking to them,
I stopped talking
that is
to
way
him.
better. But again, we still have the two other leaks with the from Wolfgang and then you leaking Destiny's DMs to Amumu.
Yeah, and I didn't intend on that getting out. I was just naive, and Amumu didn't. Why are you snorting? I didn't. Like, Amumu leaked it on accident. It was never intentionally. I don't know why you're acting like that's. Like, both of those leaks weren't directly from me. They were me talking to friends. And to say that friends don't share screenshots of like embarrassing conversations they have with like men is like really silly.
Yeah, and again, I said that's psychopathic woman shit. That is not actually acceptable in any way.
J-Stock, do you think if those leaks didn't get out publicly that she's still like a garbage human or what?
Less so.
Less so, okay. because it would be like a victimless crime, right?
No, not because it would be a victimless crime. But I think they got out because she explicitly wanted to undercut Lav both times.
That
So
was
she was
referencing
harming
the,
one of
the
her
Destiny
friends.
bit, right?
She was
With the
harming one
Momo.
of her friends in both of these cases to get back at Lav. That was like her primary fight. Basically, all of her interactions with Lav are exactly what show me what kind of person she is.
And also for the record, when Destiny sent me that message, I literally responded and said, just so you know, I'm using this when she goes unhinged on me. So he was aware that someday I could possibly leak it.
Okay.
Oh, so he had permission. Or she you had permission, so.
He just
okay.
said, LMAO, stop, ha 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 ha.
That's when I know I have
doesn't
consent.
sound like permission to me. What?
Well,
did he or did he not give you permission
I
to
can
like
show
leak?
you the screenshot. It's like not, he was just laughing at it. But no, I wouldn't
so
say,
is he was,
I wouldn't say he
oh,
was
I
like,
see.
I consent to you leaking this. It was just him thinking it was a
Oh.
fun idea.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. Never mind. Yeah, no, that's obviously consent, right? He's like, oh no, stop, you're so bad. You know, like, obviously he's saying go ahead and use it.
I mean, yeah, I didn't, and I never planned on. Amumu just leaked it because he was, he did a boo boo. He did a
So wouldn't that criticism actually go more towards Amumu, right?
No.
Instead of Zoe, because Zoe expected that conversation to be private.
No. The issue with somebody leaking, if you're leaking DMs, you are the problem. You are the primary. You are the first. What is it? The first point of contact. What do they call it with the COVID shit? I don't know. The point of release. Whatever.
I get what you're
whatever
saying,
it is. Yeah. The genesis of
carrier
that
or
problem.
whatever. Yeah.
Giving somebody
Patient
a
zero.
page.
I think this would be interesting to see what other people think, because I grew up on the internet assuming no matter what I sent, somehow it could be sent out, right? So that's why I just never
Yes,
went
that is
full
totally
on
fine to work.
retards in the
No,
DMs,
that is
right?
totally fine to assume that and to talk to people that way. That's how I talk to people. But when people leak my shit, that's still a violation of trust.
I guess, yeah.
And when you
I
violate
just
people's
wanna-
trust explicitly to win an argument against a person you dislike, I think that makes you a bad person.
I don't think it was even an argument, though, that started out the whole Paragon thing, right? Wasn't that just like a meme on him being
People in
weird?
here
Like, I think that's fine. I think if I think it would be different if you
Oh,
and
it's
like
just
Cherry
raising.
were
I wanna
messaging
make
each
sure that
other,
it's
right?
done correctly.
Saying like, oh yeah, we definitely hate this person, and then Cherry, screenshots everything you said.
You asked if there was a
when, all of a
chance.
sudden
Yeah, there's
she doesn't
definitely a
like you
chance.
anymore, right?
So I just want
Sorry to
That would
interrupt.
be
Just
different.
there is somebody, Infinite Hunter O is saying that he's telling me he wants to fight on the other side of this. Is that somebody?
I know he does, but it's
I'm gonna dip if that guy comes in here.
What is the other side?
okay.
Oh, he's anti-Zoe? Isn't it already stacked against her?
yeah, it's fine.
Don't know.
I'm doing fine.
You were just asking me.
Yeah, I'm
okay?
chilling.
I'm just letting you know. Okay.
Yeah.
You're the ruler here.
Like,
That's okay.
Obviously,
Also-
obviously, I'm not the best Zoe White Knight, right? I'm only
yeah, can we
I'm
get
the
like
D.
a tier
you know?
A?
Yeah.
Are you trying to get higher on the list? Like, what are you doing?
I'm not trying for anything. I just want to, because from my perspective, it sounds like a lot of J-Stock's criticisms are just kind of like unhinged and unfair, right? Because Zoe, you can call it annoying, but it's obviously very joking behavior that
Wait,
she
Rickolas,
demonstrates in general.
do you have
right?
DMs with Zoe?
No,
Okay.
not like anything crazy.
Okay.
We
So you
just
do have
talk
DMs.
like normal people.
Did you just lie?
Do you mean like sexual DMs? Because that's kind of like what I
No.
Did you
picked up.
say
no, no.
sexual? You just
Oh,
said
just
DMs.
DMs ever? Oh yeah.
Has she sent you selfies in those DMs?
No, she sent me
Okay.
a picture of her dog once, I think.
Okay.
Or either that or the other way around.
Well, that's pretty intimate.
Yo.
Nicholas, you are not helping me out right now.
But I was the one that DM'd you, I'm pretty sure. You just responded to me. Because it was a conversation about dogs or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's nothing fucking wild.
Just in that picture with her dog, was she naked? I'm just curious.
No.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
That was out of line.
Out of line and
Control
unhinged.
yourself.
Unhinged behavior.
You're proving his point.
Proving whose point?
Ricolas, that you're
what was
going
his
for
point?
the
I don't even
unhinged
know what his
swing.
point was.
That you were going unhinged on your criticism for Zoe. At least the ones that you vocalize, okay?
Wait,
More
the ones that I vocalize are very clear. It's about the violations of trust in order to humiliate another
Wait,
person.
okay. Can you... I just don't understand why, like, you had Lav on here, who is, like, objectively so terrible to people, and but you think I'm a demon for like leaking.
Finally, a bit of public
Well, actually, I personally I didn't directly leak to public 2 DMs that I sent to friends. That's what makes me a terrible human.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't matter whether you leak to public or not.
Okay, shut up. That's what makes me a terrible human? That I shared one, I told Destiny I was going to if she ever went crazy on me. And the other one, the dude was like being weird towards my friend. And that makes me a bad person for screenshotting that and be like, look at this
No, the
Google.
Wolfgang one too?
And I apologize to Wolfgang.
I don't
a lot.
care.